Sorry about the delay, folks. Hope you guys are having a great night. We have Major League Soccer once again. It was a quick turnaround. We just did a watch along on Wednesday, but with the World Cup and everything, the congested schedule, there's going to be a lot of frequent 2 game a week situations in MLS. There's going to be a lot of Wednesday and Saturday matches for the foreseeable future. I would say probably at least a couple weeks. There's a lot going on in MLS. Hope you all are having a great night. A lot of good games on tonight, which maybe we'll jump around a little bit. If you guys haven't seen the news, Robert Lewandowski is starting on the bench for the Chicago Fire. I think he's still trying to gain his fitness, which I thought was interesting. We'll talk about that in a little bit because, I mean, isn't every MLS team trying to regain their form because of the 2 months off? So I feel like this isn't just a him thing. I feel like a lot of the players would be doing the same exact thing. So we'll definitely monitor that. And we'll see what happens. But hope you guys are having a great night. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button down below and help us out. Also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are 170 subscribers away from 14,000. We have this live stream tonight, maybe a post-game recap later, and we have a huge video dropping tomorrow about some recent MLS news talking about rule changes that Ben Strauss from ESPN dropped. I'm gonna drop a video on that tomorrow. So just make sure you guys are subscribed if you haven't already, and hit that little bell notification so you never miss any of our videos. Okay, so let's read some comments here. Let's see what you guys are saying. The game will probably start about 13 minutes. No Galaxy watch along tonight. Wuss. Yeah, I'm not going to put anyone through that, watching that tonight, right? Score prediction we'll get to in just a second, Susan. We'll get to that in a little bit. Do Casemiro. Yeah, we'll talk about Casemiro. We'll talk about what he's doing. Hi, Will. Hi, chat. Mr. Mister, how we doing, my friend? Leo says, again, hate watching Miami starts. I don't know what you're talking about. Carlos says, let's go New York City FC. Yes, we'll see. Hopefully New York City FC makes some moves too, because they've obviously been rumored and linked to a couple big name players this summer. Actually, several big name players. We'll see if any of them come to fruition, but we'll see what they end up doing. Will you cover other matches tonight? Also, Levy on the bench. Yeah, we'll definitely check some other games tonight. Angus says, hey, Will in chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Angus, Child Blue says, why is Mubakasi not playing today? I'm not sure. Maybe injured. In the press box tonight, fans are split 50-50 New York City FC versus Fire fans. Interesting, because the game is it being played at Yankee Stadium or is it being played at what is the Met Stadium? I know that recently they've been playing pretty much, several different venues. Are they playing in New York? Are they playing at the Yankee Stadium tonight? Yeah, they are playing at Yankee Stadium tonight. Okay. I'm not sure why Chicago Fire. Rakowski says, I am at the game. That's awesome. That's awesome. Lewandowski's the GOAT. I'm trying to watch Griezmann. Was one of my favorite players for a long time. Yeah, I love Antoine Griezmann. Will Lewandowski come off the bench? He is coming off the bench tonight. That is true. He is coming off the bench, and I even tweeted about this, and Alex Calabrese said, let me find the post real quick, and I'll share it real quick. I just said Lewandowski starting on the bench. Maybe he picked up a knock in the last game, because if you remember in his debut game against Inter Miami, he only played 60 minutes. And I wouldn't say he looked he didn't look injured or anything, but he did look maybe a little bit in discomfort. Like he didn't look like exactly himself in that first game. And it could just be the form. It could be just getting his, adjusted and acclimated to the team. But he looked a little off. And Alex Calabrese, who covers the Fire, said to me that he's not fully fit. So that's the reason why he's not playing tonight. Oh, I guess I didn't share this. Let me show you guys. Let me see. He said he's not fully fit. So we'll monitor that, and we'll see if Robert Lewandowski is definitely going to play tonight. I just don't know when he's going to make his appearance. It might be in the 45th minute. It might be in the 60th minute. I'm not really sure, but I think he's definitely going to play tonight. Cityfied. Is it at City Field? It said Yankee Stadium on MLS when I looked on Google, but it might be at Citi Field. I wouldn't be surprised. If Robert Lewandowski plays today, significant minutes, like 30 minutes, I think there's a good chance he scores. It says return date July 22nd, 2026. Where does it say that at? Lewandowski let down Chicago last game. Yeah, but he's still acclimating to his team, you know? He's still acclimating to his team. I've been giving MLS a chance after World Cup, and the keeper situation nationwide seems bleak. Laughing my ass off. I'm enjoying it regardless. It's just it's a different style. Yeah, there are some pretty bad goalkeepers in Major League Soccer, but to be fair, a couple of the blunders we saw this past Wednesday were by backup goalkeepers. I mean, I don't know if that really excuses anything, but they are backups at least. They're not the primary starting, like Miami, Rocco Rios Novo, the game we watched on Wednesday. He's the backup goalkeeper for Inter Miami. He had a bad game, but he's the backup. I mean, he's not expected to be. I mean, he was the starter for when they won MLS Cup, but goalkeeping situation hasn't been great. I won't disagree with that. Losing Kuipers was a mistake. You know, it could be. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Robert Lewandowski. I think the most important thing is not necessarily what Robert Lewandowski does. It's more about who do they replace Hugo Kuipers with to create chances. That's the thing for me. We saw in that game the other night, the Chicago Fire definitely need a playmaker. They need someone who can create chances in the midfield because the attack just looked. I mean, the attack was horrible the other night. It just did not look good. Very sloppy, bad passes, either too early, too late, holding on to the ball too long, not seeing players that were open. Just a lot of issues. And look, I understand that I can see a better angle than some of these guys. I have a way better view of like what's going on. But one guy, I don't know if it was Zinkernagel or if I can't remember who it was, but one of the players, maybe it was Holly, I don't know. One of the players like did not have their head up, and there was a player wide open on the wing. They just didn't see him. They took too many touches and just missed one completely wide open. So that's got to be better. I do wonder if Leon Goretzka is going to come to the Chicago Fire. There's been rumors linking him to the team. The question is, would he be a DP? I don't know. I'm not sure if he would be, but we'll see. We'll monitor and see what happens. Listen, the transfer season still very much open. A lot of things happening in the transfer window, right? It's just pretty much open. There's going to be a lot more signings happening in Major League Soccer. A lot more signings. I was just telling you the name of the other team. Oh, okay, yeah, Citi Field. Yeah, that's where the Mets play, Citi Field. And then they play at Red Bull Arena sometimes if the Red Bulls aren't there. I appreciate it, Carlos, by the way. Thank you so much. Fought Mob says Yankee Stadium. Cute Kenny says, what did I miss? Hopefully you missed the Galaxy game tonight because it's not going to be pretty probably. I'm just giving you a hard time. But hopefully your team plays better tonight, Kenny. I have a question. I'm from South Africa. It's 1:32 a.m. Where do you watch all the games? Where do I watch the games? Like from what state or what broadcast do I watch? When will Casemiro make his debut? So that's the thing. Let's talk about that too. I'm gonna hop around. I'm obviously gonna watch the Chicago Fire. I'm gonna try to have two games on at once because Casemiro surprisingly is making his debut for Inter Miami tonight. Casemiro is also making his debut for Inter Miami. He's playing tonight. He's in the starting 11. He's in the starting 11 for Inter Miami. Casemiro is. I'm a little surprised by that because he just signed Thursday, I think. Thursday was the first day he signed. So that was a little surprising to me. But he's playing tonight. He suited up. He traveled with the team to Montreal. By the way, is there a way to watch two games at once on Apple TV? I never do that. I normally just either rewatch the game or, I've never tried to simultaneously watch two games at once. Is there a way to watch both games at the same time besides the MLS's version of Red Zone? I've started, Mr. Richards, I've started my alternative Twitter page today doing brief scouting opinions on young players who aren't massively hyped. Mr. Scout, sorry for the shameless plug. Yeah. Tag the account, Mr. Mister. Tag the account in the chat, and I'll follow you and I'll share it. I'll tell people to follow you. Yeah, broadcast Apple TV. Apple TV for sure. Yeah, he's already playing for Inter Miami. Casemiro starting tonight for Inter Miami. He's already starting for Inter Miami tonight. You have to open another game in a different browser. I did that, and it's still pausing. Like when I do it, it pauses. If I hit play on the other one, it'll pause the other broadcast. Do I have to use like Internet Explorer or something? Let me see if that works. Let me try Internet Explorer. Because when I do it on Chrome, if I open up another one, it just instantly pauses the other one. Let me see if that works. All right, let me log in here and see if this works. Because I am curious about what Casemiro can do with Inter Miami. Inter Miami beat Chicago Fire Wednesday without Messi, without Messi, and without Rodrigo De Paul, and without Dane St. Clair and a couple other guys, key players. They were able to win. I'm curious to see what he does. Youth Scout 88. Yeah, I'll add you. I'll follow you on there, Mr. Mister. Did you follow me on Twitter? Youth Scout 88. It's not popping up. Let me see. Oh, Mr. Scout, is that it? Yep, there you are. All right, I found you. All right, let's see if this works. Try Internet Explorer so I can watch the two games. If you watch on your phone, you can watch all the games at the same time. Interesting. I've got two up on my PC now, but I have to use different browsers. Should I use, like when I'm trying to sign into my Apple TV account on Explorer, it's not really cooperating. On my Mac, I have one game on Apple TV app and another on Safari. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Let's see. We might just have to go back and forth, honestly. We might just have to go back because it's connecting. Connect to the internet. Is my Bluetooth on my PC? Let me see. Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth is on. Try it again. Yeah, it's not working for some reason. That's weird. We'll just keep an eye on it. I mean, listen, okay, so it's almost kickoff time. That's my apologies, guys. We'll try to figure this out later. But what's your score prediction tonight? Like I said, Robert Lewandowski's coming off the bench. I fully expect him to play tonight. The Chicago Fire did not look very good in their first game against the they did not look very good in their first game against they did not look good. Sorry, they did not look good in their first game against Inter Miami in the Robert Lewandowski era. So they're going to have to play much better tonight. They were in third place in the Eastern Conference. I fully expect them to continue to be in contention for the first place spot in the Eastern Conference. But they're going to have to play a lot better than they did last game. I mean, like I said, they had key players out, and they look pretty bad. They looked pretty bad against. All right, we're about to kick off here. Officially kicked off. Why is it? Where the hell did this go? Oh, it's because I got it on full screen. Here we go. All right, kicked off. We'll see what happens. Chicago Fire. I'm gonna try to still figure out this. I'm gonna figure out this other stream. And someone pointed out though too, with Robert Lewandowski replacing, with him replacing Hugo Kuipers, is just such a huge target on his back. 2-2 New York City FC 1-1. Yeah, I think there's a chance that New York City FC wins this game just because it feels like they're in makeshift mode, New York City, and this is a tough place. All the new viewers, this is a baseball stadium they're playing. It's the most narrow pitch in the entire league. I mean, look how short this field is side to side. It's like I can't even believe this is regulation. When you're watching this live, look how narrow this pitch is. This is absurd. It really is. Like watching other games, because I do watch New York City FC games, but I've been watching so many other teams play lately. Like, look at how narrow this damn pitch is. This is insane. I cannot believe that this is even regulation. I cannot wait for New York City FC to get their own stadium next year, which will open up. Dominic says, "Hi everyone from Europe. Prediction is 2-1 for Chicago." How many people watching right now are just here because they're huge Robert Lewandowski fans? Like they're supporting the Chicago Fire because they're new to MLS with Robert Lewandowski signing with the team. I'm just curious. It's making me dizzy. Oh my God, can't wait until Etihad Park opens for them. I mean, it's crazy. I just cannot believe how narrow this pitch is. It's terrible. 2027 can't come soon enough for us to get our new stadium. It's a long time in the making. They've been trying to get the stadium done for 13, 14 years before they even started playing. And I thought it would happen a lot sooner. But you know what? It's the old saying is better late than never. So that's all I can say. I do think that New York City FC came in with a bang when they signed Lampard, Villa, Pirlo. Like they were trying to do big name players to get people engaged. And then once they left, they changed their model, and it's like they kind of fell by the wayside. New York City FC did by City Football Group, and they never got the attention they deserved. And then the stadium thing kind of lingered and it lingered and it lingered. But now that they're getting the stadium, I truly believe. And guys, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you just joined, you are going to want to watch tomorrow's video. It is going to be absolutely. There are so many quotes in that Ben Strauss article that we're going to talk about, and it has to do with teams like New York City FC. It has to do with spending. A possible rule change is going to happen at the end of this year. This video that's dropping tomorrow is crazy. If you're an MLS fan of any team, like it's insane. This could change the league. (3-2) New York City. Angus says, "I'm here because I'm new to MLS and live in New York City." Awesome. That's pretty cool. So you're new to MLS. New York City FC field options are horrendous. The new stadium cannot arrive soon enough. And having the only soccer specific stadium in the 5 boroughs is amazing. That's going to be so cool. That's going to be so cool. Also, guys, we're at 50 people watching this live. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Make sure you guys hit the like button down below if you haven't already, if you'd be so kind. Also, hit the subscribe button. We're 168 subscribers away from 14,000. We're trying to hit that goal by August 1st. We're getting very, very close. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Looking forward to the video. Yes, it's going to be a very good one. I'm very excited to make it. Some teams are going to invest heavily on youth development, and that's how it should be. The article was great. I dream of 30 mil floor, 5 DPs. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in the video tomorrow. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is something that happens. Cheers for the retweet and likes and like on Twitter, mate. For sure, buddy. For sure. No problem at all. I think I followed you too. Hopefully I gave you a follow. And then I think also, if I'm not mistaken, Leagues Cup starts this week. Leagues Cup, and there's going to be a lot of fans that are new to that too, which we won't get into that. Danger spot for Chicago. Crosses it. No one's there. Leagues Cup starts on August 4th. So it starts, dangerous chance there for the Fire. It starts it starts a week from Tuesday. Leagues Cup does. So we'll monitor that and see what happens with that. I might do a preview for that. I mean, I'm going to cover it because, what else are we going to do? But a lot of people will figure out what's kind of wrong with that tournament. Watching from, let's see. Sorry, it doesn't show the emoji. South Africa. Awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Pascal Janssen, the coach for New York City FC, I would assume is kind of like on the hot seat a little bit. The team has really not looked as good in 2026 as they did in 2025. I mean, they made it to the Eastern Conference Final. They're in 7th place right now. Maybe not exactly on the hot seat, but they're kind of had a bad stretch before the season had come to a halt for the summer. They just haven't looked as good consistently as they did last year. They had a lot of losses in their last 10 games, like 5 or 6 of them. So they did win their last match, but they're going to have to play better consistently. Cincinnati's already up 1-0. Hell is real might be changed to hell yellow. That's funny. Let's look at the other scores of the games because I am going to monitor that and see. I am curious to see what Casemiro does with Inter Miami today, how that looks, because they have him playing as a CDM. They have him playing as a 6. They've got Bright playing as an 8 next to Segovia. As a New York City FC fan, I'm not yet sold on Janssen. However, most fans like him. I think he's good. I think he's the best coach they've had since probably Vieira. Because I don't really think I didn't think that Ronnie Dyla was that good. He got lucky. He got hot at the right time. That's what I should say. He got hot at the right time. I think Pascal Janssen's a pretty decent coach. Let's see. See if I can put this on my phone. Yeah, so I got the Inter Miami game on my phone. It feels so weird to choose a baseball stadium. I agree. It looks, listen, all the new fans watching the game with us, the stadium looks atrocious. You can even see the divots in the pitch where the baseball diamond is. It looks horrible. I don't even know how it's like possible to play a soccer game in a baseball stadium, just the way it's laid out. I mean, I guess what we're seeing right now, a very narrow pitch. But, I mean, I feel like it's weird that the pitch has such a wide variety of how wide it can be. It's not just regulation for every single team. Oh, nice move for Zinkernagel. Crosses it. No one's there. But I feel like it should be this, like the pitch size should be standard for every team in the world. Like it shouldn't be, what is it, between 80 and 120 feet wide or something like that is like the range. That's just oh my God, the referee was like blocking the player. He was defending Nico Fernandez, I think. Random question. Do you have an MLS for beginners video for those of us who new to the league about the conferences and rivalries, etc.? I don't, but I mean, listen, if you have any questions for me, I don't mind to answer them. There's an East and Western Conference. They do it based off of geography, 15 teams in each conference. There is a lot of geographical rivalries, pretty much teams that are in the same city or very close or the same state. That's kind of how the rivalries go. And there's a lot of weird rules that you're just not going to get the first day. It's going to take a while because a lot of people who cover the league don't even understand all the rules. Oh, nice cross. Oh, good defending, poked away. Nico Fernandez. Oh my God, did you see that banger of a goal by Nico Fernandez? Holy shit. Nico Fernandez. Yo, that's why the dude is going for like 20 million. That, oh my God, that was a banger. Oh my God, dude. That's why he's selling for, yeah, Nico. Yeah. Yeah. Nico Fernandez is definitely selling for 20 plus million. Yeah, that was, oh my God, that was a banger. Look at that goal, guys. That was a fucking rocket. That right there. Anybody who's new to soccer or like new to American soccer and like what's World Cup, that's a banger. That's a certified banger. Doesn't matter what league in the world you're playing for. That's a screamer. That's an absolute screamer of a goal by Nico Fernandez. And a team recently offered $18 million for Nico Fernandez, and New York City FC turned him down. So they obviously believe he's worth more than that. That's a home run, man. That's a grand slam. That's a grand slam. Holy, that was a crazy goal. That was a crazy goal. 12th goal in the season for a 10. He does plays a false 9 sometimes too, but he's a 10. He's a 10 in the heart. That was a banger. God, that was a banger. Dude, Chris Brady didn't even know what to do. Chris Brady didn't even know what to do. New England plays in their football stadium, so why can't New York City do the same? Maybe I'm. Well, it's because it's in New Jersey. It's really far away. The Meadowlands, it's a little too far away. Brady been getting work since the World Cup. He's rusty. Smashed it. That was a crazy goal. That was a crazy goal. That was a golazo. That was an absolute golazo. Oh my God, that was a banger. Thank you for so much for your expertise. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of rules and stuff. There's a lot of, just if you follow the channel, when we get to certain points of the season, like the playoffs and stuff, I'll try to make sure to explain it and stuff and help you understand it. Where was the goal from? It was outside the box, just smashed it left side. Nico Fernandez, absolute banger. The Lax is at Chicago and New York City FC game. The Lax. Who's the Lax? Am I missing something? The Lax. Where is Lewandowski? He's starting on the bench tonight. I would expect him to play in the second half. I think Robert Lewandowski will come on in the second half. Carlos Gil, another banger for New England. Damn, he scored 2? Was it better than the Nico Fernandez goal? Carlos Gil is very good. That's another thing that kind of sucks, though, is they spread these games out so much. It's hard to watch. I mean, there are currently 7 games on right now live. I can't wait for Alonso to come back. Well, he might not be the starter if they get Lukaku. Dangerous chance here maybe for Chicago. Bad giveaway. God, they just don't have anything in the attack. Their midfield is just very subpar. They need a midfielder bad. Who assisted Carlos Gil's goal? I'm not sure. Why not a Hell is Real watch along? Well, I didn't know if anyone was going to be playing in that game. Like, is Mendez playing in that match? I was going to wait to maybe do a game when Mendez and Bailly come and start in the for the Columbus Crew. I kind of want to do it when they're at full strength, I am curious to see what they do. I thought about doing the Orlando game tonight, the Orlando versus Nashville SC game. Is that under a weather delay? Because that was supposed to start 30 minutes ago. Heel's goal is like the same distance, but curled, not smashed. This is why MLS 360 is a must, especially if you play MLS Fantasy. That was a crazy goal by Nico K. Golasso. Yeah, that was an insane goal. That was a worldie. That was a worldie. It doesn't matter what league in the world. That was a worldie. I'm watching the Carlos Hill goal right now. Okay, that was nice, but that Nico is insane. It was pretty similar to the Fernandez goal. Yeah, it was just curled on a little bit. Like it bounced. I'm used to watching 7 games at once from NFL Sunday, so LO just slow going through games. The assist was by Matt Polster in the New England match. Yeah, Orlando delayed. Is it in Tennessee? I think no, maybe it's in Orlando. No, it is Orlando because it's the home debut for Griezmann. Okay, so this is like 17 minutes in, and I know we're kind of probably flipping through games. Some of you are probably intensely watching the Fire game. Maybe some of you are, obviously tuning through other games, but the Fire just feel like they're missing things, guys. They just do not look that good. They look like they have a glaring hole on their team. They have a glaring hole on the team. They need creativity in the midfield. I still don't know if Goretzka is going to be able to do that. Oh, great pass by Pereira. Cross, booted away. I'm currently watching the USL 1 team while waiting for Nashville SC game to start up. Which USL 1? You talking about Knox 1, maybe? Could Lewandowski help patch up the hole when he comes on? Probably not, because that was another problem. I feel like the game that they played against Miami, they just don't have a good link-up play. They don't have anybody in the midfield who can connect with the attack and help create chances. They need a playmaker desperately with that final DP spot. And I don't know if Goretzka is going to do that. I don't think of Goretzka as a playmaker. He's an 8, right? He's going to be skillful compared to other MLS players, so maybe you could get away with that. But I feel like they need a true certified playmaker. They need someone who can link up with Lewandowski and create some chances. I mean, Gretzka, maybe he is that. I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it. And I don't know if I would necessarily make him a DP. Do you think Robert will score off the bench? The way the team is playing right now, probably not. There's no good link-up play. That was a decent pass by Elliott. Just a little bit too wide, though. Or in. Taken away by New York City FC. Thiago Martins. Orlando delayed till 8:30. Interesting. Dumb question. What is a DP? A DP is a designated player. Designated player in Major League Soccer. Each team is given 3 DPs, and it means that you can sign a player outside the salary cap. So you can pay 3 players on any team more as much or as you want. Like Lionel Messi is a DP. Lewandowski is a DP. It's a mechanism to help you get top-tier talent or big-name players be able to afford them. Synchronago is one of the most creative players in MLS, so I'm not sure what you're talking. He's not done anything in this game, and he's done nothing in the last game. Last year, he led the league, or he was like top 2 or 3 with like maybe, I think he had 18 assists last year. He was good last year, but this game so far, 20 minutes in, and last game, he did absolutely nothing. His passes were too short. They were too late. They were either too early. He looked horrible. His crosses were bad. he looks like a shell of himself from last year. Like he does not look nearly as good as he did in 2025. Zinkernagel doesn't. They need something better. They need something more consistent, I should say, because he looked very subpar last game. Like I watched the whole game. Most of you guys did. No creativity whatsoever in the midfield. None. Zilch. Oh, there you go. Is that onside? Who was that with the assist? So Waterman scores for Chicago. Let's see who had the assist on that goal. Plus, I think they have Zinkernagel playing more on the wing than he does in the midfield. He's playing more on the wing. The main thing with Goretzka is he played with Levy at Bayern Munich. That's true. Who had the assist right here? I couldn't see. Someone got a head on it, and then Waterman finished it. Let's see. Have your game on in 362. We'll switch to St. Louis versus Colorado at the bottom of the hour. We'll see what happens with that game. See what happens when they get their new player in. Is it Holsey, I think? Is there any truth to Lukaku to MLS? I read that recently and haven't seen anything else about it. I think he's trying to figure out his options. I think that he's trying to figure out his options, but I think that it could be in play. It could be in play. Give Robert 1 month to get used to his new teammates. He should be comfortable with the new format. As a New York City FC fan, he is not going here. You don't think so? Thank you. Any new fans, ask ChatGPT to explain Ross rules in simple terms. It will explain everything. Possibly. Sometimes it gets a little wonky. So sometimes they're even hard to understand for executives, you know? Nashville has been decent ever since coming back from the World Cup break, but not as good as I would like to. Yeah, we'll have to monitor and see what they do going forward. Neymar scored a brace with Santos and ended in a 2-2 draw. That was recent, he did? New York City FC have been terrible on set pieces this year. And it's crazy. It wasn't even, I mean, the set piece, it was off of a set piece, but it was off of a header from the set piece to the back of the post that Waterman put in. So that was just very bad marking by New York City FC. Very bad marking by New York City FC. Let's check these other scores out. See what's going on. Red Bull. No, sorry, that's the wrong game. Let's see. It always scrolls down to like way far down. Montreal and Inter Miami still 0-0. New England still 1-0. Yeah, this is probably the best game on right now. Like as far as score, so far. Most goals so far. That's at a lower time. Least amount of time played in the game so far. Charlotte and Red Bulls are 2-0 right now. Charlotte over the New York Red Bulls. Napoli want Lukaku gone. Like you said, he's considering his options. Yeah, I saw, was it Monaco maybe? It was like Ajax, Monaco, I think. And then the New York City FC, they're just, I guess it has to do with his wages, like how much of a pay cut he's willing to take. I don't know how much of a pay cut he's willing to take. He's making crazy money right now at Napoli compared to what other teams are willing to pay him. He's making like 14 million euros or something like that. No team's paying him at this point. I know Ajax is going to pay him that. I think the highest paid player at Ajax is like 5 or 6 million. Yep, it's Holsey. St. Louis pledged to pay more this year. Finally, they can afford it easily. Owns Enterprise Car Leasing. Yeah, well, let's hopefully they turn the corner. Hopefully, because they're going to have to. Because Sporting Kansas City is going to spend some money. They're going to have to spend some money. 3-2 New York. You think that's what the score is going to be? I have no ability to watch the MLS matches, so how the heck did 7 of the New York City FC players get injured on July 21st with eye injuries? I don't know. Maybe it's the pitch. Why isn't Lewandowski starting? He is. I think Alex Calabrese, who covers Chicago, said that he's still trying to get fit. So I think that's probably what it is. He's just not ready to go full 90, and they're flipping it. Last game he played 60 minutes. I think tonight he'll play 30 minutes. He'll come off. He'll come on the 60th minute and play the remainder of the game. God, the motion sickness like crazy from this game. The camera is going back and forth, back and forth. Sinkernagel loses possession. No foul called. It looked like a foul to me. Bad layoff. Nico Fernandez able to keep it though. Oh, good defending by Chicago, but it's out of bounds. We throw in for New York City FC. Monaco are probably going to sell Balogun. Yeah, but I just don't know if they want Lukaku, right? I mean, I'm just gonna be curious to see what happens with Mo Salah because there's still the rumors about Besiktas possibly wanting him, which makes sense. We talked about maybe Saudi's too extreme of he's Muslim. Obviously, Saudi's primarily Muslim. It's a little maybe too radical for him to go, but Turkey is pretty progressive with that stuff. So I mean, it would make sense for him to go to Turkey if he wants to go somewhere like that. So that does scare me a little bit of our chance of getting him in MLS, but I'm hoping that there's still a chance that he comes to MLS. I mean, the LA Galaxy desperately could use him. I mean, pretty much any team in MLS could use him. Oh, keeps it in. Oh, it's out of bounds. So we'll see if he ends up coming to Major League Soccer or not, but it's maybe not looking as good as it did at one point. Hopefully Man City help pay for the wages a lot since they own us if we do get Lukaku. Yeah, of course they will. It's my birthday today. I'm assuming birthday. Callum says, happy birthday. Lewandowski. Is the field smaller or is it just the camera? Oh, the field is definitely smaller. They're playing at a baseball stadium right now. By the way, this looks like some MLS 1.0 stuff. If no one had ever seen the game, they'd be like, wait, what, they're playing at a baseball stadium? They don't have their own stadium? Obviously we know the context, most of us do, but some people wouldn't know the circumstances. The air for Columbus, 1-1 in the Hell is Real derby. So that game is tied up now, 1-1. Almost 30 minutes into this New York City FC versus Chicago Fire game. It's 1-1. If you're just joining us, Lewandowski is starting on the bench, but very likely to play tonight. Oh, what a goal by Ojeda. Oh my God. I thought Chris Brady was going to stop that. I thought Chris Brady was going to stop that. That was a great goal by Ojeda. What a goal by Ojeda. Wow. This game's a banger. That was a nice goal. Let's look at this. What a goal by Ojeda, though. That left corner kills Brady, though. I can't believe he didn't stop that. Man, Chris Brady. I mean, I don't think there's any chance he's stopping that because he's just way too close to the post. But man, Chris Brady's having a rough night tonight. The goalkeeping allegations are not they're not doing us any favors tonight. God, that was beautiful. Who is the next team that will get their own personal stadium that doesn't have one yet? Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire 2027, I think, 2028. Was the Nico goal better? 100% better, but that was a good goal too. Greg Berhalter coaching Lewandowski is still off-putting to me. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense still. So we got 60 people watching this live. We're at 25 likes. Let's try to get to 100 likes, guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. We still have a lot of time left. It's 2-1. We definitely picked the game of the night so far. A lot of goals, 3 goals already in the first half. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below and hit that subscribe button. 165 subs away from 14,000. We have a little bit less than a week to hit our goal. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Game's looking pretty, I mean, it's entertaining so far. Bad goalkeeping. Band for both teams. Clinical. Brady couldn't do anything, in my opinion. No, yeah, I know that was a great finish, but man, it's just not good for his confidence. I mean, 2 goals. Brady just unlucky. Fire defense letting him down again. They need to get. I think they need to get some defensive help. Do you think Chicago will score? Yeah, I think so. I think maybe they'll score again. I'm telling you, this attack just does not look good. It doesn't look good. New England are supposed to be getting a new stadium in Everett. I think they are, but I don't know when that's going to actually get built. I know Chicago's already got an agreement and everything locked in, loaded for their new stadium in 2028. I think, is it 2028 or is it 2029? It's 2028. It's a beautiful stadium. Yeah, 2028. It's going to be called, is it actually called McDonald's Park? Interesting. They've already started construction on it, broke ground on it. Broke ground on it March the 3rd, $750 million stadium. It's only going to be 22,000 seat capacity, which sucks a little bit, but, you know, it is what it is. I wonder how far it is, the new stadium, from the Bears stadium. Interesting. Do you think Kylian Mbappe will come to MLS when his time with Real Madrid is over? I see him going to LAFC. I think there's a good chance he comes to MLS as his next move. I don't really know where he would go after this. It's kind of peaking, right? Playing for Manchester or playing for Madrid, and then, you know, he's played at PSG, which is the biggest club in his home country. Lewandowski's warming up. Maybe he comes on sooner than I think. Maybe Lewandowski comes on sooner. He's already warming up. He's already getting loose. Maybe he comes on at least at halftime. Philly just scored. Go up 1-0 on the Sounders. Man, the Sounders are bad. Kai Wagner's playing too. The Sounders are really, really collapsing, which is crazy. This would be their 3rd loss in a row since the team came back into play. But they deserve it. They don't do anything. So they deserve everything they have coming to them. They don't sign any new players. So the renders look way bigger than 22K. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought too. It's just maybe an illusion, but it's 22,000 seat capacity. It's a little smaller. When are you going to have Donnie G on the channel? I'm still working on it. I'm talking to the PR guy. He's supposed to get back with me sometime soon. He messaged me on last Sunday and said they'd get back to me soon, and I hadn't heard anything yet, so I'll keep you guys posted. We want answers. The renditions of McDonald's Park make it look like a huge McDonald's and than the Chicago Fire Stadium. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, not much action in these other games so far. 35 minutes in. Do you think Robert Lewandowski comes on in the 60th minute, or do you think he comes on after the half? He's already warming up. I could see him playing 45. Maybe they want to give him 45 when the opposing team maybe he's worn down a little bit more to try to like gain some confidence. If he's not 100% healthy, preserve some of his energy for the second half where the team is a little bit more worn down, the opposing team. Oh my God. No, it's almost another bad chance given away from Chicago. Gray keeps getting swarmed, trying to let the ball out of the corner. Hopefully, Chicago don't score from the set piece. Penalty Columbus, VAR check. Oh, yeah, I forgot about our new stadium. It's called McDonald's Stadium. It's crazy. That's a crazy name, by the way. It's absolutely crazy. McDonald's Stadium. Look at that. There's 4 defenders, 5 defenders around, and 2 attackers, and they weren't even close to the ball on that layoff. Oh, dangerous chance here. Uh-oh, they're about to go up 3-1. Oh, my God. Oh, it was wide open. Does no one in MLS have any type of vision to pass the ball at the right time or instincts? I mean, he had Ojeda wide open on the right side, and then he screwed it up, didn't pass it. Then he had Nico Fernandez right there at the top of the box to pass to him, and he shoots it outside the box. What's he trying to do? Go 3 for 3 for bangers here? Like, does he want to be included in the goal scoring palooza? Like, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Sometimes I think some of these players instinctually just don't have it. Like, some of these players just don't have it. If Chicago score another goal, I think Levy is going to score it because it has to be inevitable. He gets one tonight. Penalty is real. 2-1 Columbus. Johnny Shore is having another good game. I see Mbappe pulling a Neymar, going back to his childhood club, Monaco, and then retire, or MLS or Saudi, and join Al Nassr, where his idol is currently playing. Is he a huge Ronaldo guy? True. Are you talking about the passing, lack of vision, instincts? "38 minutes in, free kick in a danger spot for the Fire." Off of Tavon Gray's hand. Maybe it came off his hand. New England's up 2-0 on Atlanta United now, too. Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe he missed 2 players. Even though the Columbus match is 2-1, this one has to be better, right? Yeah, this one's definitely. I think this one's better. Do you think we could see Miami get knocked out of the round 1 in the playoffs? I don't know. Miami's one of those weird teams. They're hard to read. They're either really good or they're really underwhelming. They're very, very bipolar as a team. I have no idea, honestly. I don't know what version we're going to get. If they play like they do sometimes, though, they could repeat. Yes, back in his teens, he got a picture of Ronaldo and had Ronaldo all over his room with photos of him. Interesting. You don't know if Mbappe, he's a huge Ronaldo guy? Please, I don't. I don't like Mbappe. I don't like Madrid. I don't like Ronaldo either. I'm a Barca guy. Saletros, wide right, out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for New York City FC. By the way, didn't really think about this because our goalkeepers are so bad. We have a USMNT off in tonight's game. We had the USMNT's number 1 in Matt Freese versus Chris Brady, the supposed future goalkeeper of the United States, going at tonight in goal. Bad pass by Matt Freese. Even worse, header out of bounds. What the hell was that? Right now, Freeze is winning. Unfortunately, Yeah, I mean he is, but to be fair, some of these goals they weren't necessarily easy for Chris Brady. Oh, good pass. Ojeda, look at that pass. That's the vision I'm talking about with Ojeda. Did you see that? Did you see the difference right there? Ojeda did not take an extra touch. He didn't try to shoot it. He passed the ball at the right time. He had the instinctual awareness to pass it to Jones. He had the instinctual vision to pass it to Jones, or instincts to pass it to Jones. That's how you do it right there. Right there's what you do. Jones had his head up his ass earlier when he should have passed it to Ojeda, and he should have passed it to Fernandez. But 3-1, New York City up over the Chicago Fire. They better get Lewandowski in here ASAP, man. They need some goals, goals, goals. What a pass, dude. What kind of marking was that? My God, Ojeda had so much space. Look at that. Who's marking him? Who is that? Number 14. Who is that? Horrible, horrible marking. Gutman's not playing tonight either, which they're probably missing Gutman. But man, that was horrible marking by number 14 for the Fire. That was horrible. Segovia just hit the bar. Fire is getting cooked. New York City FC looking very good. That was great vision, though, by Ojeda. Great vision by Ojeda. They get another one here, too. Lewandowski's probably thinking, holy shit, did I make a mistake? Zinkernagel. Selassie. Oh, dangerous angle. Matt Freese almost fell down. Miami was more bipolar when AU eliminated them, Atlanta United, in 2024. That they were pretty bad back at that point. Number 14 is Radovic. Put Lewandowski in. I think they're probably going to at halftime. I would be surprised if Robert Lewandowski doesn't come in at halftime. You could have drove a bus into that space Jones ran into. Robert, why Chicago, mate? Why not enter LAFC? Why with Sutton or Messi? Well, they didn't have any DP spots open. Well, LAFC did, but he wanted. I think he liked Chicago. They sold him on a bill of goods. Oh wait, Malachi Jones scored. Yay! Finally back from his freak injury. Yeah, but Malachi Jones is the one that had that errant or lack of pass. He tried to shoot it from outside the box instead of laying it off to Ojeda or Nico Fernandez. DC lead with Rouse. New York City FC owns Chi-Town. Fernandez crossed it. No one's there. Rebound. Sends it over the post. Tavon Gray. Lewandowski's still warming up. But it's New York City FC that's warming up, that they're showing the warm-ups up right now. Is Lewandowski back sitting on the bench? He is not, so he's still warming up. He's going to have to put up 5 goals in 5 minutes like he did at Bayern. Well, we'll see. We'll see what he can do when he gets in here. We'll see how he looks in game 2. If the service is like we've seen already, though, I mean, they've done nothing. Jonathan Bamba has done nothing in this game. Look at that cross. Just no one's there. Who's he crossing to? Good defensive right there. Bamba, left side, crosses it way too late, almost fell down. No one's there again. Why is no one ever on the end of these crosses? Do people not know to run in the box? I'm absolutely blown away that these players don't know to run into the box when there's a potential cross. Bad pass by Zinkernagel, cleared out of bounds. Blown away. Brilliant save from Matt Turner. That was on my bingo card tonight. Robert, who? Kind of sad he didn't join Marco Royce. The two were good teammates back in the day. Yeah, at Dortmund. They just didn't have the room for him. They don't have a DP spot. Well, they do now, I guess, but they're not going to use it on him. It was Chicago or bust for Robert Lewandowski, unless he wanted to take a huge pay cut. But I don't think he wanted to do that. This is what happens when you sell Kuipers. I don't think Kuipers is doing anything with this service. Oh my God, another dangerous chance here. The defense is getting shredded. Ojeda. Tavon Gray. Nico Fernandez. Plays it back to James Sands. You know, Talis Magno starting for New York City. I haven't even noticed him tonight. He was one of the record signings years ago. Haven't even noticed him. The Brazilian international. You should scroll a little bit down for your FOT mob so you can show the third goal. Okay. Is that better? Tavon Gray lost space. Malachi Jones making the run. Bad cross. Talis Magno. Ooh, gets able to get the ball back, but sails it too high. Goal kick. I had a bad injury months ago, or else I would have helped shut it down. Close when it was. Just a little too much on it. Lewandowski masterclass. We'll see. He's coming on in the second half. Probably the beginning of the second half. We'll see what he can do. I would be shocked if he didn't come on in the second half. Early in the second half. Plays out wide. Oh my God, look at the space. Radijevic has just been getting gashed tonight. Cross. Wasn't able to get to it, Magno. Talis Magno. God, dude, they're getting Ojeda is killing them on that right side. He is killing them on that right side. They need Gutman. Yeah, he crossed it a little bit. He crossed it a little bit too early. Oh. They need to add some defenders ASAP, though. Red Bulls match the 90th minute, still 2-0 for Charlotte. They decided to bench the GOAT. What a lack of respect. I don't think he was able to play tonight. I don't think he would have been able to play. He's still trying to get, like I said, he's still trying to get fit. All right, halftime whistle. 3-1 Chicago down to New York City FC, getting absolutely slashed and gashed by lack of marking in the final third. They're getting slashed and gashed here. Absolutely slashed and gashed so far. But almost a perfect first half for New York City FC. So let's talk about that first half. Let's rate that first half. We do this every halftime, 1 through 10 for both teams, Chicago and New York City FC. What is your first half rating for the Chicago Fire and New York City FC after 45 minutes? Let me know down below. And also, if you guys haven't already, smash the like button. We're at 32 likes. We're trying to get to 168 away. Hit that like button. More than half the people watching have not hit the like button yet. Also, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. 165 from 14K. So close. We got to hit that by August 1st, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you haven't already. A lot of stuff on the way. But let me know what your first half score predictions are. Not score predictions, sorry. First half grades for the Chicago Fire in New York City after 45 minutes. I'll go ahead and tell you what my score or my grades are while you guys are letting me know what yours are. So the first half, I feel like New York City FC clearly dominated. The things that stood out to me most was that right-hand side getting fully exposed against the Chicago Fire. They just don't know how to contain Ojeda. I think that the New York City FC played a 9 out of 10. I think they played a 9 out of 10 in that first half. I don't know what they could have done better. Outside of the goal that Matt Freese gave up on the corner or the set piece, I don't know what else they could have done better. They played a pretty damn good game. They had 3 goals. None of them were BS. They just made the Chicago Fire pay. They made them pay. They exposed them on that right side. They exposed them. I think that New York City FC had a 9 out of 10. I think Chicago had a 3 out of 10. I think they had the one goal off the set piece, but they still are not showing any type of creativity in the final third. The link-up play is terrible. The defending is even worse. And they just feel completely lost. They look completely lost right now. The Chicago Fire do. And I can't tell you a single positive about them in the first half. Like, there's not a single positive. They were all bad. Goalkeeping was, not great. Defending was bad. Midfield's bad. Attack is non-existent for the Chicago Fire. So I would give New York City FC a 9 out of 10. I'd give Chicago Fire a 3 out of 10. 7 out of 10, 4 goals, impressive. So you're giving me an overall score. Chicago 6.2, defense 2.8, New York City 8.9. Mr. Mistresses, he says New York City 8, Chicago 2. Go New York City FC 8 for New York, 5 for Chicago. New York City 8. Mehmedi red. Oh, really? Mehmedi got a red. Chi-Town 3, New York City FC 7. My fault, 7 out of 10 for New York City, 5 out of 10 for Chicago. Man, you guys are giving Chicago a lot of leeway here. I don't think they. New York City FC 8, Fire 2. Oh, so it's a second yellow from Mehmedi. Mehmedi crashed out. I didn't see it. I'll have to see it in a little bit. Second yellow, free Mehmedi. Hello from Poland. Where to watch these games for free? You can watch them on Apple TV. But you can't watch it for free, but that's the only place you can watch it is Apple TV. Let's see if we can tune into this. See if we can catch a glimpse of what the hell happened with this Mehmedi thing. Orlando match again delayed 8:45. That's crazy. 100 more goals in second half from New York City FC. You can't watch them anywhere for free. Sadly, you need to have Apple TV subscription unless you pirate somewhere. I'm not paying for MLS, buddy. Well, I mean, that's your prerogative. You don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. You don't have to pay for it if you don't want to, but that's the only way you're going to be able to watch the games. So that's up to you. But yeah, New York City FC just absolutely gashing. They're gashing the Chicago Fire. The Chicago Fire have no answer. They have no answer in the back line. Their attack looks terrible. Their defense looks bad. We'll see what Lewandowski. Greg Berhalter has to get Robert Lewandowski in the second half. He has got to come out first thing in the second half. Has to come out in the second half. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has to come out in the second half. I'm going to do a quick restroom break. Give me like 45 seconds. I'll be right back. But I'm gonna play a quick sponsor from our play a quick ad from our sponsor, FanDuel. We'll be back in 45 seconds. Hey, everyone. Hey everyone, quick word from our sponsor, FanDuel. If you're into soccer like I am, you already know how exciting La Liga, the Premier League, and MLS matches can get. With FanDuel, you can make it even more fun by placing bets on your favorite teams and matches across all three leagues. Whether it's a Premier League showdown, a La Liga thriller, or an MLS game with your local club, FanDuel makes it easy and exciting to bet on what you watch. Just remember, you have to be 21 years or older to play. Please bet responsibly and only if you're of legal age and in a state where it's allowed. Download the FanDuel app or head over to fanduel.com, sign up, and get in on the action. Thanks for supporting the channel through FanDuel. All right, we're back. We are back. Let's see what we got here in the comments section. Ole, ole, ole. Orlando might have a long rain delay. It rains by the bucket in Florida. Who in the chat misses the World Cup? Michelle says MLS over World Cup. I want to see the first Greg Berhalter bounce pass to Lewandowski in the second half, right? That's funny. I miss the World Cup, Carlos says. I do miss it to a certain degree. I do miss it. But that's what makes it so special. It comes and goes, and you just have to enjoy it for when it's here, right? But no, I do miss the World Cup to a certain extent. It was very heartbreaking with how it ended for the United States. And the final was a little underwhelming. The matchup was supposed to be better than what it actually was. And but you know, it came and went, and it was fun while it was here. So I can't complain too much about what we saw. Is anyone going to watch the All-Star game on Wednesday? I think Wednesday is when it's supposed to. I think Wednesday is when the game's supposed to take place. Is anyone going to watch the All-Star game? Aston Villa lost a friendly to Porto 2-1 today. It should be every 2 years, not 4 years. Well, if it was every 2 years, it would really be. It just wouldn't be as special, you know. It wouldn't be as special. Yes, the All-Star game is extremely meaningful for the kids. I never watched an All-Star game. It's as bad as the Pro Bowl. Is it as bad? It's even worse. I'll pass on the All-Star game. Yeah, I'm not going to watch. I mean, I might watch it maybe, but I'm definitely not doing a stream for the All-Star game. I could care less about the All-Star game. I mean, it doesn't have any meaning, right? I don't even know if the kids like the All-Star game anymore. Okay, so what do we think the second half is going to look like? Do we think what's our score predictions for the second half of the Chicago New York City FC game? How do we think this is going to end? It's 3-1 right now. It looks really bad right now for New York City. Do we think it's going to end 3-1? Do we think that the Fire can maybe rebound and Lewandowski can come on and play well? Like what are we thinking about this second half? What's the prospects looking like for the second half? Oh boy. Red Bull match is over 2-0. Charlotte FC, they lost 2 while NYC are up by 2 at the half. The next World Cup is at 1,437 days. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's probably true. I believe you. Did you see the exchange between Twelman and 11 Yanks? No. What happened what happened between the two? What happened between Pete and Twelman? Was it back and forth? Oh, he probably deleted it, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He deleted it. Twelman always deletes his post. Always. Wow. I just read it. I would love to have seen what Twelman said. Does anyone know what he said before he deleted his post? Okay, let's look at these scores. 5-2 New York. I think it will be 4-2 New York, 4-2 New York, 6-1 New York. Holy shit! If it's 6-1, that'd be crazy. That would be a crazy, 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 crazy score line if it's 6-1. Twelman deleted the tweet, but he basically called out Pete for his toxic behavior towards MLS. Really? That's a bad move. Houston, Minnesota, St. Louis games are all on now. Orlando, waiting on Orlando. Casemiro is doing decent. No cap. Berhalter out. Berhalter out already. Berhalter out. Keyshawn says Berhalter out. He said he can't congratulate Berhalter for Middlesbrough move after slating MLS or sliding MLS players forever, basically. So he's gatekeeping. Twelman's gatekeeping. Who can do what? It's funny he deleted the post though. He's always deleting posts. Angus says 4-1 New York City FC. I would be very shocked if we just get a similar score line in the second half. I do think there's gonna be more goals. Normally it's a high scoring game because of the narrow pitch at New York City. But we'll see. I do expect Lewandowski to come on the second half, and we'll see if he can make a rebound and see if he can help this Chicago team that desperately needs some attacking help. Desperately needs some attacking help. Second half's about to start here. I'm gonna go 4-3 New York City. I think it's gonna be a 7-goal game. If Lewandowski is not on the pitch at the half after the first half, coaching malpractice by Greg Berhalter. Not the first time it's ever happened, so don't be surprised. But that's coaching malpractice. If with how bad this team has played in the first half, they don't bring on Robert Lewandowski in the second half. Coaching malpractice. See what happens. Not looking good here. I don't see him so far. Could be wrong. Okay, he is coming on. Robert Lewandowski's coming on. Looks like it's piss pouring rain right now. Robert Lewandowski. Maybe that was just like a weird angle. No, it's the pitch. They're watering the pitch. Is he going through the hose? Okay, it's over his head. All right, Robert Lewandowski has now entered the pitch. He has came on for the second half for Chicago Fire. We'll see what he can do. We will see what Robert Lewandowski will do in the second half. A lot of Polish fans in the stands to watch Robert Lewandowski. We'll see if he can bring some creativity into the second half for the Chicago Fire team that desperately need it. And we'll see if they can make any type of comeback. 34 likes, guys. Make sure you hit the like button before the second half starts and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Help us out. Let's go. Second half, Robert Lewandowski. Let's see if things open up. Score predictions 4-3. Score predictions 4-3. Let's see what happens. Tolman needs to understand mild criticism. Pete just gives his honest opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's not doing it. He's not doing it for show. He's just being honest. I didn't watch the match. How is Lewandowski playing? He just came on. He's a second half sub. He's coming on the beginning of the second half. He has not played yet. He's about to maybe get his first touch of the game in the second half. Who did he come on for though? That's the question I have. Who did he come on for Holly maybe? I think maybe he did. All right, second half is underway. Let's see what Robert Lewandowski and the Chicago Fire can do in the second half. I think if he does get a chance in the final third, he can make him pay. He's got to get some service, though. Sinkernagel. I think they're still trying to, like I said, find some chemistry, get used to playing with each other, get used to his teammates. They just don't have that chemistry yet. And most of these guys are the same. God, Lee, man, they're getting killed on these through balls. Ojeda. Oh my God, he's nutmeg Jack Elliott. God, they're gonna keep getting killed on that right side. They keep getting killed on that right side. Ooh, bad giveaway. Jonathan Bamba fouled. It's going to be a free kick for the Fire. Best Polish player of all time. 700 goals in his career. All right, Zinkernagel's taking the free kick. Zinkernagel looking for Lewandowski. Oh, he's going to get touch on it. Out of bounds. He would have been offside anyway, but oof, they were looking for him. He just looks so tired. Waterman's hurt right now. Might have bumped into somebody. See what happens. Yeah, he just fell down. Yeah, he might have been onside, but he couldn't get a good touch on it. Did he hurt his hand? I love these Fire kits, by the way. These kits are nice. These are like the classic kits. Zinkernagel talking to Lewandowski. Yes, I have another game to watch. The final Cruz Azul versus Toluca, champions of champions. As a New York City FC fan, I'm scared for us right now. Why? Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to resist saying the joke about my ex-girlfriend when I was a teenager. St. Louis destroying Colorado right now. No goals yet, though. So they just look like the better team so far. He must be hurt pretty bad. He's been down for like 3 minutes. wrapping up his wrist. He must have jammed his wrist or like dislocated his finger or something. LAFC and San Diego predictions. I don't know. Probably 3-0 LAFC. They look really good right now. Sun Heung-min and Denny Bwanga playing really well. Waterman's gonna have to sit off the pitch, I think, for like 60 seconds or something like that. Free kick for Matt Freeze. Probably be about 3 or 4 minutes of add time just because of this little sequence right here. Oh, good head from Malachi Jones. It's offside. I don't think Malachi Jones was offside or the I didn't think he was offside. Free kick for Chicago. We'll see what happens. Any Sierra fans I don't know. Maybe back in the day. Oh, Paredes gets fouled. Free kick for NYCFC. Yellow for him. Goal for Houston, the 12th minute. Jack McGlynn, is that who scored? Oh, Bogusz. Matty Bogusz scored for Houston. I almost forgot about Matty Bogusz, honestly. Yo, these New York City FC kits look really nice too. I'm not gonna lie, they look really nice. All right, free kick, Nico Fernandez. Oh my God. Oof. How I just don't understand how is New York City FC not marking these guys? How are they letting these guys get past them these through balls? I just don't get it. By the way, I don't know if the guy in the chat, the Chicago Fire fan, I forgot what his name is, but I think his picture was of oh God, who is it? Brett Goldstein, but uh Kent, Roy Kent, right? Roy Kent. He had a picture of Roy Kent, I think is his profile picture. He said that they don't need any creativity. They have plenty of creativity in the midfield. They have Zinkernagel. I mean, is anyone watching this game right now and thinking, man, the Fire have so much creativity right now in the midfield? Their attack is flawless. Like they don't need anybody to have good link up play. They don't need any creativity. Is anyone thinking this? Like, honest to God, let me know I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Does anyone think the Chicago Fire don't need creativity right now? Like their attack is perfect right now. They don't need anything. Let me know if I'm wrong. Did you see the tifo for Griezmann in Orlando? I didn't see it. What was it? Was it just him and a Orlando kit? Son Heung-min is the Korean goat. Yes, yeah, or yes, yeah, he is for sure. I wish MLS would let clubs get their own kit sponsors. So they are basically, but they're all basically the same. Yeah, I think that's going to come in the next couple of years. Bad giveaway, but New York City is able to create. No, you're not wrong. But I just think they need a playmaker bad in the midfield. They needed someone that can just create some chances. I think Lewandowski's cooked if they don't get a playmaker. Like he's not going to be able to play as good as he normally does. They desperately need to get a playmaker. Nico, Perea. You would honest to God think that this Chicago team is not a playoff team the way they've been playing the last 2 games. You would think they're not a playoff team at all. Lewandowski. Oh, That's almost a beautiful pass. Martins plays to Sands. Back to Tavon Gray. Gets Salah for him. Red card for holding in the St. Louis match. Really? God, this team is just not that good. Again, they're trying to get him on that right side. Keep exposing them. Avila knocked off of him last. Going to be a throw in for New York City FC. I think there were several versions of Griezmann in the Tifo. I'll have to look it up. Is the crowd bad because of the delay? A lot of times that will hurt the attendance, you know. Let me look and see. The Revs are up 3-0 over Atlanta. Nashville versus Orlando is fire. What's going on right now? That's two good teams, or at least Orlando's been playing good since they got Griezmann. Griezmann is doing good with Orlando. Just joined. He already looks comfortable. Well, they played a couple preseason games. He got there early. He's been there for about 2-3 weeks now. So he's playing a couple friendlies with them, like maybe 2 or 3. And then he played his debut last week, got his first goal. But he's building chemistry with his team. He looks very comfortable. He's played a couple games with his teammates. Griezmann and Ellis is a lethal duo. We'll see when Daryl DK comes back for Orlando or when he starts playing for him. God, this game, man, it's like the game has completely died down. Like there's just nothing in this game, this New York City game. Nothing. Orlando Stadium looks packed out. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Chance maybe here. Bamba, the touch. Lays off too late to Lewandowski. Lays it back off to Bamba. Bamba finds too hard of a touch. Out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for New York City FC. Chicago are like, we lost already. Yeah. Yep. Giving up. Offload. It's going to be a throw in for New York City FC. You see them; they covered up the pitching mound with the New York City FC logo. Keep in play. They do. I think that was in play. I don't think that went out of bounds all the way. St. Louis had a hydration break in only 20 minutes. It's really humid today. Well, I think there's exceptions where you definitely need the hydration break, right? Ojeda been balling out the entire game. Be a throw in for New York City FC. Goes off him last. Cross. Oh my God. Thought that might be going in. Oh, so you're a huge Madrid fan? Plays it low. Sands tries to hit it in. Deflected. Throw in for New York City FC. No, actually gets switched. It's gonna be a throw in for Chicago. You don't like Barcelona. I love Barcelona. It's my team. Lewandowski try to play it out wide. He gets fouled by Nico Fernandez. Marcal. I'm always gonna call him Nico Fernandez. Does Lewandowski have a shot tonight? Does he get a single shot? If he gets even a chance, though, if he gets even a decent chance, so he can score. Question is, does he get a chance? Malachi Jones plays it out wide for Nico Fernandez. Fouled. Gonna be a free kick for New York City FC. Pineda's coming in for Davila. Mixed bag. I think it's been outright horrible. I don't. What mixed bag could it be? There's not been any good for me. It's been all bad. Look at that right there. Talos Magno left side. Plays out wide. Was looking for Pereira. Loses possession. Lewandowski wins it. Lewandowski's have to play so deep because they just don't have anybody who can create. Look how deep he is. Bad pass there by Lod. Or Lude. I swear Pineda just let that go out of bounds. Oh my God. It's atrocious. Atrocious. This team is so bad. Chicago team is so bad. This is a Madrid safe space. I picked them because their jersey is pretty and Jude Bellingham is pretty as well. That's funny. Surrounded by Madristas. New England 4-0 over Atlanta now. They got to get Latte Lot out of there. They got to get a replacement for him ASAP. Atlanta better pray that they get their new players. I'm a new Madrid fan as well. Wow, a lot of Madrid fans. You guys are picking the wrong teams, man. Barcelona is the team to go. You got to go Barca. Barca all the way. Barca is the team. Oh my god, bad giveaway. Dude, the left back has had the worst game I've seen in a while for an MLS player. He has been objectively horrible tonight. He has been objectively horrible tonight. Tavon Gray crosses it. Too much on it. No one's there. Zinkernagel over the top. Good play there by Zinkernagel. Tries to dribble on the defender, but he can't. They're able to keep possession. Lewandowski was calling for Pineda to look at him. He just heads up his ass. I think Lewandowski's gonna be offside. Fouled. It's gonna be a maybe it's no, maybe it's just gonna be a throw in. Looks like Darwin is probably going to Besiktas, so Atlanta will be after Embolo. I mean, maybe Darwin can cut. Maybe they can convince him to come to. Why is everybody going to Besiktas, man? I mean, the Turkish league is definitely pretty good league, right? Why is everybody going to Besiktas? Why? And Bolo might be a better player right now, to be honest with you. Like he might be. Oh, oh, Lewandowski on the counter. Oh, Nico, he's got some space. Nico's got some space. Plays it out wide to Talos Magno. He's not ready for it though. I just don't know if Embolo. I just don't know if he's good enough to fix their issues. But I guess Darwin Nunez, maybe not either. But he's at least younger, right? And they have a pretty heavily South American team, so they play that style. And I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, Burnley are in for Latte Lot. There, God bless them. God bless them if they are. Turkish league has money. Turkish league is good. Turkish league is arguably it's up there, man. It's a good league. Like it's kind of slept on. I think you could argue it's better than the Portuguese league and it's better than the Eredivisie and it's maybe up there with the French league and the Brazilian league. Galatasaray, Besiktas, Fenerbahce. There's some good teams. I don't think Embolo is better right now after the dive on Argentina. How was he not ready for that ball, bro? Traore is coming on for New York CFC. This is their new striker. I think he's more of a winger, but we'll see. The Ivory Coast International that they just signed for like 9 million this offseason from Basel, the Swiss Super League. Yeah, so he's playing on the wing. Some space here. Pereira going to Traore. Beats his. Oh, what a save by. Oh my God. Did you see that save by Chris Brady? Chris Brady had a credible save right there with his right foot. That he tried to Traore used to try to go left side post low. Chris Brady had to make a very good instinctual reactive. Yeah, he's definitely off. Maybe not, but with his right foot, good save with his right foot. Great save with his right foot. Chris Brady. Ambulance out in Miami game for who? Berto Rame's getting carted off. Oh shit, that's not good. That's not good. Not good for Inter Miami. How bad's the injury look? Oh shit, I'm watching the replay right now. What the hell happened to Bertarame? Keep you posted on that. If you figure out what happened to him, did he break his neck or something? Head injury. I thought it was his spine. He got hit in the head. I saw foam could, and I think I saw foam. Could be spine and head. You saw foam come out of his mouth. Well, hopefully he's okay. Thoughts and prayers with Herman Berterame. See what happens. Both teams immediately signaled for help. His body went instant limp, and everybody was calling for more and more people. I can tell you where this way because your profile picture is a Panthers fan, meaning you probably watch Miami. Yeah. He went stiff. Hope Arame is okay. Sounds so bad. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Oh man, Martin's getting center back. Diego Martin or Talos Michaels with the shot. Diego Martins, the center back, got really hard at the pitch though. Brea, Waterman steals it, plays it out wide to Lewandowski. Bamba. Lewandowski's calling for it. Horrible cross by Dean. Horrible cross by Dean. Houston 3-0. I saw that Matty Bogusz has like a first half brace. Oh, so that's gonna be a foul. Foul against Chicago. 75 minutes in, still 3-1. Thought there's gonna be a lot more goals in the second half. I thought especially New York City FC were probably gonna run rampant on them, at least, score at least another goal or two. Gutman not able to get ahead on it. Is the game still stopped? Oh, so the game was down for a minute. I'm going back to see what happened. So it was a corner. Oh God. Okay, I'm seeing what happened. I'm seeing what happened. Oh man, 24 just like rammed him in the back of the head insanely hard. Oh my God. Oh man, that was a brutal challenge by 24 at this Inter Miami game. He's starting back up. Who's starting back up? I hope Berterame is not playing. Oh, the game's starting back up. I got you. So they scored. They're up. I guess Inter Miami's up now. Man, that's brutal. No, it did look accidental, but it's just like a. I mean, it's just unfortunate. Bomb on the left side. Lewandowski's calling for it. A little bit late. Oh, no problem, my friend. Glad that you could join us. So not much. I mean, New York City FC has been pretty dominating the game so far. 80 minutes in. Yeah, Suarez scored, so they're up 1-0 over Montreal. Hopefully, Berterame is fine though. My God, that looked terrible. That like it looked like it was a head collision, maybe a little bit of a shoulder in the back of the head. A blow to the back of the head, you can lose your vision, or even worse. I hope it's not so serious. It looked pretty bad. I watched the replay on it, and he was very stiff, and they had to roll him over on his side to make sure that he didn't. I guess if he threw up or something, he didn't choke on it. Because he looked unconscious. 0-1 Inter Miami. Suarez PK for Miami. Yeah, I saw they went up 1-0 over Montreal. So we're 80 minutes in, 3-1 New York City FC over Chicago. Creativity. I would assume that there's going to probably be about 4 or 5 minutes of ad time in this game. Just texting a friend about this Berterame injury. First goal was absolutely insane by Nico Fernandez. It was a golazo. It was a worldie. Absolute golazo. Nobody was stopping that. Oh, lays it down, heads down. Lewandowski. Man, they're just swarming. James Sands is swarming him. Will Cristiano Ronaldo leave Al Nassr in 27 for MLS? If so, what MLS Cup? No, I think he's done. Oh, who gets hurt? Someone just got hurt. I think Tavon Gray's hurt for New York City FC. Nico Fernandez lays it off. God, they're killing him on those through balls. Traore is about to score here. First goal. Oh my God, how did he miss that? Oh my God, he just selled it. He just selled it. Traore, how did you miss that, bro? How did he miss that? Oh my God. Imagine if Ronaldo and Messi both played it. That will never happen. Orlando looking pretty good. They look really good since they got Griezmann, honestly. They look really good. Ronaldo is either retiring, going to Sporting CP in 2027. Valenzuela sent off, reserved a red card. Oh, how did he miss Traore? How did Traore miss that, man? How did he miss that? 10 million for Traore. How did he miss that? How did he miss that goal? I mean, that was a beautiful through ball by Nico Fernandez. Cuts right, got Jack Elliott on skates. I mean, he sailed it. What was he doing? Well, it wasn't a big of an open net, but I mean, he should have definitely scored. I mean, he had the defender on skates. Bamba drilling past the defender, lays it off. Oof. Synchronago shoots it, but it's deflected off the defender. Pineda gets the rebound, shoots it, and Matt freezes hands. Man, this team's in trouble. It's going to be a free kick for New York City FC. And it says God Simone Becker commits another one of his X goal sins, lowest goal amount of XGs. Man, goal for Atlanta. I don't know who though. At this point, it doesn't even matter. They're down like 4-0, right? Or 4-1, I guess now. But they're screwed. Shore's coming out, and it looks like who is the other guy coming in for New York City FC? Is it Wolf? I still can't believe that Jim Curtin took the Austin FC job and he's not going to coach until 2027. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Chicago's pressing now off the Chicago player. That's definitely out on him. Oh, really? That was out on the Chicago player. Good God, this team is inept. It was my least favorite player in history who scored for Atlanta, Miguel Almiron. Columbus win 2-1. Wow. Fire letting me down again. What else is new? They've really hit a wall. They look terrible. I'm telling you, they don't have a playmaker. I would love to know the guy who had the Roy Kent picture, who said that they had plenty of creativity with Zinkernagel. That guy was insane. Lewandowski has haha, no comment. Miami King, please. Daniel says, I subscribed to Apple for the first time in my life to follow my countryman Levy. He needs good assist. He is phenomenal, but he can't do it on his own. Greetings from St. Paul, Alberta, Canada. Appreciate you for tuning in with us. But yeah, I agree. He has no service. He has no service. When is the salary cap rules looked at again? We need to get rid of discovery rights, raise the cap. Okay, listen, there's going to be, if you guys are new to the stream right now, there's going to be a huge MLS video tomorrow talking about this recent article by Ben Strauss of ESPN, who talked with some who got hit in the back of the head. Talked with some MLS executives, presidents, and owners about rule changes and possibly coming at the end of this year. So we're going to talk about all that tomorrow. It's going to be a video probably dropping at noon or 1:00 tomorrow afternoon. New York City FC will win this year, the Supporters Shield and Champions. Well, they're going to have a hell of a turnaround because they're like in 8th or 9th place right now, I think. Maybe 7th place. Miami, 13 minutes stoppage time. Well, yeah, I guess it's not too surprising. That injury was brutal. That's not too crazy, I guess. Would you ever see MLS scrapping the MLS Cup and just going with the regular season champion? Probably not, because I've done a video about this before. The problem with that is that some of the teams don't play each other. So they would say that it's not the true champion of the league because they haven't played every team. There's some teams in MLS, because it's such a big league, that go 3 or 4 years without playing each other. So that's the only problem with that. But if they ever implement Pro Rel, maybe. But I kind of like the playoffs a little bit. I guess it's the American in me. I'm just so used to it in MLS. But if they did that, is like the if they go to 20 teams at some point in the future and they have Pro Rel, I'd be fine with it. I'd be fine with maybe doing the Supporter Shield as the champion of the league. Oh, nice pass. Can you get through? Oh, good goalkeeping by Matt Freese. ESPN said they wanted a few MLS games a season, the World Cup rights, which is why they're cutting back on staff and lower performing sports. So they do want MLS games? I haven't seen that anywhere. Where's that been reported? Poland fans, as New York City FC fan, I just want to say, see ya. If they win, no Americans love playoffs. Yeah, we do. World Cup will be $2 billion in 2030. Sadly, it looks like Telemundo won't be able to bid that much. Fox is going to try, but FIFA wants English and Spanish bundled together. So were they going to do ESPN Deportes and ESPN? America's very playoff centric. I like it myself. Nice save from Matt Freese. That was a good save. Suarez is probably. Did he score again? Did he score again for Inter Miami? All I heard was Sunday night MLS game, so we one a week. They're going to have to find someone to take their inventory, though. But hey, one night a week on ESPN. I wish it'd be on ABC. We see Telemundo and Fox has a rivalry. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if ESPN's best network to go with. They have such a congested network. Yeah, I do agree with that. I would like to see it. I would love to see MLS on NBC. I would love to see him on NBC. How much stoppage time? 5 minutes stoppage time. Sorry, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, bad giveaway here. Lewandowski tries to go on the defender, but it's off Sands, and it's going to be a throw in for Chicago. Yeah, Lewandowski still looks a little bit tired. He looks a little worn down. Because I thought maybe the 2030 World Cup rights, they'll give it one package for both languages, like, for example, Apple TV and Netflix or something. We mainly want MLS coverage on ESPN to get eyeballs. If I saw the games are on ABC, it would be icing on the cake. I think NBC is the best. Can move streaming to Peacock right next to the EPL as well. I think it'd just be good because NBC is a prime channel that most people have for free. Like you said, Peacock is a streaming outlet. Would make a lot of sense. ESPN needs to hire better software engineers and camera That's the problem. The production on ESPN is garbage. Isn't the Apple TV MLS deal until the late 2030s? No, it got revised. Now it's at the end of the 20. It's May of 2029 is when it ends now. So it got moved up like 3.5 years. Thank God. But yeah, NBC is the best camera quality. Arguing, I don't know if you agree. They do. I mean, the Premier League looks incredible. I'm fine with that. They even have games in 4K. How do we not have any games in 4K on MLS? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. We got 3 minutes left, guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like I said, we're 165 away from 14,000. We got to hit that by August 1st. That's our goal. 165 away from 14,000. We had a crazy week, insane week this week. We gained like 200 subscribers this week. So let's try to hit our goal 14K by next week. I think we can do it. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Fox should just buy Univision and keep the World Cup on regular TV. They can also air MLS on a Univision again, like a few years ago. Yeah, I think that Fox got a really good deal on the World Cup rights. I think they only paid like $500 million for the 2026 World Cup, and they made way more money than that. Obviously, way more money. They had 60 million people watching the World Cup final. Well, that was included with television. It was like 44 million in English, but still, that's crazy numbers. That's AFC NFC championship game numbers. Is Rob Gronkowski Polish? I think he probably has some Polish lineage. This is such a disappointment start for the Fire and Levy. Yeah, it is. You don't like Apple TV? It's all right, but I wish we had more exposure. I wish that it could be visible for more people to watch in the States. Based on what I'm hearing, Bertarame might be out for the rest of the year. That'd be tough. That'd be pretty bad. Well, what the hell are they saying? What are they saying about him? I'm not seeing anything about him. Oh, offside. Like 2 seconds left in this game. Apparently, it's 1.8 billion globally. That's insane. But NBC's EPL coverage is EPL feed straight from the UK. Maybe they can implement some of that. Does the takeaway for the two bad games, or should Greg? It's time for him to go as always. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But listen, this was a horrible game for the Chicago Fire. They show their flaws once again. Great game for New York City FC. They looked incredible, and they looked like they could be even better if they had a couple more pieces. They win 3-1. Chicago Fire got a lot of issues they got to figure out about this attack and the next couple, and their defense in the next couple weeks. Thank you guys so much for joining us to watch this live watch along. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back on Wednesday night, but we'll also have a video tomorrow, like I said, talking about the proposed MLS changes for rules that Ben Strauss did an article on today that released. So make sure you guys check that out tomorrow. Hope you all have a great night. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button on the way out and the little bell notification so you never miss a video. Also want to say thanks to our proud sponsor, FanDuel. Hope you all have a great night. And until next time, guys, I will see you all soon.